over here. Go ahead. Who that? Hey, Lori.
I'm on time.
You are. What? How did that? How did we get lucky with that?
Well, because I'm trying to get done and get my dog to the boarding place. I'm going to see my parents tonight.
Oh, I thought it got canceled.
It might have, but it didn't. My mother-in-law was in the hospital, but she's out now.
Rock on.
And so we're going.
Well,
I cannot wait.
yay. How long
Yeah.
is it a drive?
No, we're flying.
Rock on.
Leave at 9:45 tonight, and then we get back on Sunday night at 8:30 because my son has to. Well, he's in classes to work today for work, and he has to work Monday.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, can't wait to hug them both.
I bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Good job. I'm so glad that that worked out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning. We got Diane and Mackenzie, Michelle, Garrett. Good morning, everyone. Diane, look at your hair looking pretty this morning. So flowy. Who's over there in the TikTok land? Good morning. So this is Real Estate MF, and we share real estate Monday through Friday. And the first thing we share is wins. So what is a win that has occurred in your world in the last 24 hours? So we just shout them out. If you're out in the land and you want to say something, type it out. I will share it with the world on your behalf. So, what you got? There's Michael. Michael, what's behind you on your shelf? Oh, you're at McDonald's. I thought you were like as a car. I thought you were at your house and you had like green plants or something. I was like, what does he got behind him? He's at McDonald's. How cool is it that just by looking at that picture, I knew it was McDonald's? Is it McDonald's? Thumbs up? Yeah. That's so bizarre, right? Would you have known that, Diane?
No, I can't see it that well, but I mean, just the. Sorry, we've got cat fighting going on back here.
We don't hear it. It's good.
Good.
It's so weird that
the photo is like McDonald's style, isn't it?
It is.
Like they just have a certain look.
Mm-hmm. You can see the French fries and the Coke. That Coke is a lie. They don't use that kind of ice because I love that kind of ice. That is Sonic.
Liar.
That is Sonic ice. That is not McDonald's ice.
No, it's regular ice.
Oh, is it? It just looks like the little that kind.
Yeah, it, looks like, it might look like the nugget ice where you're at.
Yeah, I love the Sonic ice, the nugget ice. So, yeah, that's pretty cool the way our brains are trained. Like if that had been, okay, here's a question: if that had been a shorter burger with poppy seeds or sesame seeds on the top, what restaurant would it have been?
Burger King.
Yeah, Burger King. Isn't that bizarre that our brains know that? It's so bizarre.
It's called branding.
Right? They are nailing it. All right. Who's got to win? Good morning, Drecia. You're back. We missed you so much.
I'm here.
Girl, you have been fighting that crud like all year.
I know, right?
You really have.
Sick of. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to get you doped up with some like vitamins.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, who's got to win? What is today? Today's Wednesday. I am taking lunch so I have a favorite lawyer. I have a couple that I use, and I like them all. But this one particular one, I actually consider them my friends. So I am taking them lunch today as a thank you from me for all that they do. So that's my win. And you know what else I did? This made me laugh. I like to bring them prizes. The other year, I sent them. So I was in the office. This is again about paying attention to what's going on with people. I was at their office one day a couple years ago, and the lawyer was like leaning against the door, scratching his back. And then I went over and I was talking to one of the paralegals, and he was like in his chair, scratching his back. So I sent little back scratchers to their office. Well, I included a note that said, whatever, love Robin. And the note didn't get included. So this big box of back scratchers arrived, and they had them for months. And then one day I was in there, and Robert was using it, and I was like, "Oh, you got your back scratchers?" And they were like, "Oh my gosh, we had no idea who it was from.
Oh my gosh.
And like 2 years later, every single one of them, thank you, Veronica. Every single one of them still has their back scratcher. So it makes me laugh. But I was aware, and they're like, that was the best gift anyone's ever given us because, like, that was a need they had. So this year, I bought them these little bitty tiny Nerf guns that shoot little rubber darts because that's the kind of people they are. They need to be shooting each other.
That's fun in the office. I used to have those when I was in an office.
Right? You gotta have them. So
fun.
and they
Okay.
sent me videos of them doing target practice on these little stress animals. So it made me laugh. What were you gonna say, Lori?
Was it Forker?
Oh yeah.
I knew exactly who you were mentioning when you said that.
Yeah, they're my most favorites. I love them the most. Yes. So Alper, I'm not sure what your comment means, but I love the trans community, so I don't know what that's about. So, Veronica, thank you for talking about my light fixture. Let's see, Linda Paradise, good morning. All right, who else we got? What y'all got? What's your wins? Garrett has turned into a dog this morning.
Yesterday, I went and one-wheeled around the Blakeney area for about 3 hours and live streamed it all.
Excellent.
And apparently, I don't know if it's true or not, but every time I stream to YouTube, it always blocks it because I'm listening to good music, so it's bad. But I did on Facebook and was able to listen to my Ratchet playlist.
You are cracking me up. What kind of music are we listening to? Like some artists? Is it just?
Like some Immortal Technique and stuff like that.
I'll have to look that one up.
Every day is different, so it just depends on what I feel like when I wake up.
All right, I like it. All right, who else has a win?
I did my 100+ Christmas cards yesterday.
You're a badass, Jim Thompson. You're phenomenal. You got him sent? Amazing. I love it, love it.
Goal for today.
Is to get yours sent?
Mm-hmm.
I still have y'all's Christmas presents that I haven't sent, so you'll get them.
January's good.
Yeah, that's right. You'll get a January present. If you've sent me your address. If I don't have your address, I can send you nothing. So, but you're not left out yet. I just didn't send them. All right. Nobody else has a win. No wins. What have y'all been doing? What did you do yesterday? Anyway, let's answer it that way. What's a win?
So I'm going to consider it a win. I learned a good client management lesson.
Tell us.
Just, I submitted that offer the day before yesterday, and it was $75,000 lower than the asking price. And they came back with 10,000 lower, which was reasonable.
Yeah.
When I presented that back to my guy, he said, nope, that's as much as I'm offering. And I'm like, then why are we looking $75,000 higher?
Exactly.
If that's all you're paying, then we're not going to look in that price range.
Exactly. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, this is not the season for, I don't think, this is not the season for deals. I feel like sellers, this is just my opinion, especially if they've been on the market for a little bit, they're probably pretty dang close to their bottom. They might give you some.
And it hasn't, so it's not, so they're not
motivated.
Ready to deal either.
Exactly. Yeah. If it just hit the market, they're not going to take a 75 grand hit.
Right.
Yeah. Good for you. Well, good for you.
So anyway, I felt like it was a win that I knew that. I knew that lesson, but I learned it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. What else? What did y'all do yesterday?
Well, yesterday I got my video from my channel edited and submitted and uploaded on my channel. I have went from 5 subscribers to 74 subscribers in 30 days.
Look at you.
So
That's
for me,
excellent.
that's a win.
That is a massive win. Good job.
Thank you.
And engagement of those, that's the bigger deal than the number. If you have 75 that are engaged, that's better than having 75,000 that aren't.
Right.
So, good for you. Oh, Lori says, my buyer clients closed end of October and they referred me to friends to buy a house. Found out yesterday that my seller's inspection was considered clean and the buyers are not asking for any repairs. So appraisal good and inspection's good. Yay. And she's starting family time. Good job. Good job. Have you all looked at your calendar between now and the end of the year to decide how much you're working and how much you're not? And are you going to stick to that? Because that is a good thing to do. Go ahead and be intentional. You have? Good. Good job.
I'm taking off through Sunday, and I'm going to take off Christmas and the day after.
Now, those of you who don't need to or have the option to not take off right now, I can tell you, if agents would have worked last weekend, they would have made money. If you'll work this weekend, you're probably going to make some money. I understand also family time. Just be aware. You could be the one that takes one for the team. If you can even just work part of the day. Say I'm working Saturday morning or I'm working Sunday morning, and work, like show for other agents, you might be sitting on a whole bunch of stuff if you do that. So go ahead, Kev.
I got a little win to share. So I made my townhome available, my listing to our agents in our company, and just told them, hey guys, go do the open house, and talk to a couple of agents who wanted to.
Awesome.
And brainstormed ideas with her. Told her to place the open house on Facebook Marketplace, which is for free.
Yes.
Craigslist, which
yes.
is kind of also free.
Yes.
People are thinking Craigslist is dead.
Nope.
Freaking no.
Nope.
It's freaking alive. It's alive and kicking and delivering.
Yep. And next door.
Yep. She didn't have that many open houses signed, company signs, branded signs. I told her, screw it, just go to Home Depot, buy regular signs, plaster the whole freaking subdivision everywhere.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, okay. She went and bought like 30 signs.
Excellent.
Crazy.
Excellent.
Okay. Got 12 parties who just walked in.
Nice.
Within 2 hours. Most of them, of course, actually a couple of them had agents and came in with agents as they were looking at properties, in the subdivision. However, quite a few of them did not have agents. So she's following up on them. She is getting them, with the lender, and we get an offer on the property next morning, unrelated to the open house, accepted the offer. And then literally 5 minutes after we accepted an offer, another agent calls me and says, we stopped by, looked at that open house, and my buyer wants to make an offer.
Excellent. That's great.
So remember, stuff works.
Yeah.
Something works. Nothing never works.
Yes.
Okay, and especially an agent like that. She's a newer agent. And I said, hey, I don't care. Sell my listing.
Love
Go
it.
for it. And I'll probably bring her on my team eventually later.
Yeah.
She was a go-getter. She was she acted, very proactively, and she kind of burned the boats.
Love it.
Went and bought 30 freaking open house signs.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and she just plastered it all over. So just telling you, stuff works, nothing doesn't.
I love it. That's right. Stuff works, nothing doesn't. That's the quote of the day. Stuff works, nothing doesn't. I like it.
And stuff, I'm using stuff very politely.
Yes.
Shit works.
Exactly. Yes, I love it. Jim, I love your comment here. He had a monthly mastermind group and discussed how to deliver a wow customer experience and preliminary goals for 2025. Can you share any highlights of how to deliver a wow customer experience?
Well, it was really accumulation of a discussion that we've been doing for 5 months, a whole program that we've been doing for 5 months.
Okay.
Which included the what's that book that
Oh yeah, the soundtrack one.
Yeah, it included the soundtracks book, and then the other one that was the restaurant in New York.
Yep. We'll circle back to this.
The big takeaway was, if you're focused on the wow customer experience, you need to look at each customer individually. That there is no one wow experience that fits all sizes.
I love it. Love it.
We were talking about things like closing gifts and the process.
Yes.
And just if we're really focused on the client, that's going to have to change every single time.
I love it. That's true. And even communication. Some clients are email, some are text, some are phone, some are in person, and some want They don't care if you're calling to say we got nothing happening. They just want to hear from you. And others are like, don't call me till we have an offer. So yeah, good job. I love that. So every client is self-contained in its own little entity. I love that. Good job. I love it. All right. Anybody else wins? All right.
I had a silly one if you want a silly one.
Always. What's a win?
Yesterday, so I posted this on my Facebook this morning, or I think it was this morning, but my client has a 40-year-old refrigerator.
Nice.
Didn't match the kitchen. In fact, it was moved out of the space a little bit, kind of covering the doorway a little bit because the dishwasher bumps into the door of the refrigerator. She's lived that way for 35 years.
That's your girl right there. She just deals with it.
Funny?
Yeah.
I'm like, we can't leave it like this for showings. And certainly not for pictures, right? So initially I told her to buy a cheap counter depth refrigerator to put there, stainless steel, and we'd put the old one in the laundry room.
Yeah.
But she looked and couldn't find a refrigerator that would fit. So I said, okay, new plan. We'll put it in the laundry room. You can use it for a beer fridge. And we'll just leave it empty. They'll just have to buy a new refrigerator, but it will still look better empty than
with a big old thing there. Right.
So she tried and couldn't get it in the laundry room. So I said, I'll be over. So I came over, took the doors off the refrigerator.
Oh my gosh.
Off the laundry room. We got it in there, put everything back together, and I posted it on Facebook, and it's just getting all kinds of comments.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to go see. So you personally took doors off of a refrigerator. I love you. You're badass. I love you. That's phenomenal.
While her husband and son watched.
Nice. I love it. I love it. Yes, I had a listing go live yesterday, and these people, the first time I saw the house, ooh, it was bad. And they had a dog that likes to pee, or just actually didn't like to pee. It had to pee. It had problems. So literally the whole house was just disgusting. And they knew it. And they were like, we're just going to do like offer pad. Okay, guys, there's your sign. When people say, we're just going to do one blank, fill in the blank, there's your sign that the house is kind of a piece of crap, right? So that's what they had said. And then we've spent time together through the years. That was a couple years ago. So now they had decided to go ahead and replace the flooring, have the house painted, do the baseboards, do the doors, the whole shebang. And man, it looks like a million gazillion bucks. And they crushed it. What I learned when I was doing it is, it's funny what people don't see. So the front door had still, like, it's a beautiful front door, but it had big, like almost like a half moon down on the bottom right side. The door opens on the right, from where the dog rubs its face. And they, so on the front and the back door, they had that. And then a couple of places, like along the walls, because they have kids, even though they just had the house painted, were the handprints, because kids like to put their hands on the walls and like slide down the stairs or whatever. So before photos, I went and got my magic eraser and did some cleaning. And the seller texted. She was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I'm cleaning the front door." And she's like, "Oh my God, I thought we did everything." I'm like, "You did amazing." Like, I see things that you don't necessarily see, and that's okay. So, yeah, good for you, Diane, for going the extra mile. That's amazing. So I do think I had actually, in thinking that, I thought what I'm going to start doing for listing appointments is make a little goodie bag that has a magic eraser in it, rolled paper towels, a little bottle of cleaning something. So when I do a listing appointment, I can be like, here, some tape for boxes, and that way.
Old English.
They have what they need. Old English. Is that that's for the floors?
Scratches.
For the scratches.
Everything.
Scratches on cabinets or floors or whatever.
Who knew? Old English.
Covers them all up.
You know what else? I did tell clients this the other day, because they have hard water and their toilets were stained and their tubs were stained. Who knows what I told them to do? It's very unconventional.
Get rid of the children?
No, it wasn't because of the children. It's because of the water. I told them to drain the toilet, like turn the water off and let it drain down, and then fill the toilet bowl with Coca-Cola.
Oh, that will work.
And do that same with the tub. Fill it with a layer of Coca-Cola. Shine it up, both of them. All the hard water stains are gone.
Nice.
It eats through all that junk.
Yeah,
does.
you let it sit there, and then just a little bit of scrub, and boom, it's pretty.
Perfect.
It's
So-
pretty interesting what it probably does to inside our bodies.
Right?
I was gonna say I'm not drinking that.
Yeah, right. It's good stuff.
Less than cleaning.
Yes, that's good. It worked though. So, good job going the extra mile.
Hey, Robin, just one quick on the Facebook post. I totally had forgotten to take any pictures while I was there, of course.
Of course.
And so I mean, that would have been ideal, a picture of me taking the doors off, but I didn't have that. So
Right.
I just texted her and said, please send me a picture of the refrigerator, and that's what I used.
Perfect.
So
And you could have also Googled pictures of. You could have written in there, fridge with no doors, with doors taken off, and it could have given you an image to use.
Good.
Yeah, and I did video myself cleaning the door, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted. So I was like, I'll just come up with something else. So good job, friends. All right, so it is Wednesday. 1 week till Christmas. Oh my gosh. Well, then that means we are 13 days, 2 weeks from New Year's, right? Yeah. So here's what I wanted to think about with you guys today. We talk about I do want you to be looking at 2025. We're going to talk a little bit about money tomorrow because Thursdays we're doing some money talk. But it's okay to take some time off. You don't have to go out with a bang between now and the end of the year. You can go out with a slow roll. I would recommend keeping your hand in it. Don't detach fully. Take some time off, take some dedicated time off, take time off every day if you want, and just keep your hand in it. Because if you just stop, if you're like, I'm taking family time, it's the same exact thing as when a snowball stops, or if you're riding your bike down a hill and you stop in the middle of it. And then when you restart, it's just not as fast as it was, right? You got to build up the momentum again. So don't stop entirely. Who has ideas on how to not stop entirely between now and, let's say, January 3rd? What are some action items you can take that still can happen while you're not necessarily working? Garrett, I know you got one here, man. I'm feeling you on this.
On my Facebook.
You could totally do that. He's big on scheduling. You could schedule some posts. You could spend
Oh yeah, sorry.
between now and whenever you're working, go ahead and create authentic posts and then schedule them to go out over the next 7 days. Lori says, when taking time off, send happy text messages to say you are thinking of them. You can copy and paste the same text or use the group texting app called Reach. Yes. Jim says, pre-schedule social post. Exactly.
Also, another thing that I don't know if anybody else thought had this issue, but if you're worried about posting the same stuff, nobody but your mom notices if you post the same stuff in the same last few months. So you can totally go back. If you have anything good, recycle it.
Love it. So if you have B-roll, especially, B-roll is just a picture of a house, or you walking through a house, or a picture of trees or a yard. You could use the same B-roll 12 different times, all in the same week, and most people won't even notice it. Add some different music, add some different words. So also, the pictures that you're taking over the next 2 weeks are phenomenal posts. They're phenomenal opportunities to tag people and share people and all that good stuff. All right, I have a question. This is a very serious. I want the answer from you guys and your opinion. So I was reading a post the other day, and it was like, doctors don't post on their wall. This year, I accomplished 462 surgeries, and I removed 12,000 gallbladders, and I made X number of dollars. Dentists don't do that. Lawyers don't do that. Should we be doing that? I'm not, I don't have a dog in this hunt. So what do you think?
I don't think we should say how many we had. I think it'd be a great idea to do like a video of just like all your closings when you took pictures. Like do like a, like span through all the pictures in the year or something.
Yeah, that's cool. A year in the life of, yeah.
And then tag your clients that were included in that video, or tag clients you don't have a picture with them, because I have a couple that didn't want to take pictures, so they don't like to take their picture.
Yep.
But I have pictures of the house.
Exactly. You know what? That'd be a great post. A year in the life of a realtor. That could be your post every day for the next till the end of the year. Here's what my year looked like. This was January. This was February. This was March. That could be every day. That's like that gives you 12. That gives you, and we're at 14 days. Woo, there you go. That gets you to the end of the year. Jim says, "I don't brag. I like to tell stories." Love it. That's a great way.
So I have one plan to do when I get back from Tennessee.
Yeah.
That property I sold, they're going to be building a charter school there. I'm going to the existing charter school, taking some pictures and saying, "Coming here in the fall."
Love it.
And it has my big sign out there, 4 foot by 4 foot, with big fold across of it.
Love it. That's great.
Yep.
Love it. Anybody else got an opinion on that? Should we be bragging? I kind of think, yeah, that people want to see it. They want to know how successful you are. But then other people are like, no, well, if she makes all that money, she doesn't need me, or she's too busy, or blah, blah, blah. Plenty of folks do the hardcore posts, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's you. Like, I do like saying I've sold a home a week since 2017. That feels really cool to me. I don't necessarily need to say I netted $14 million this year. You know, I didn't.
I'll say Jennifer and Robin for everyone.
If I netted $14 million this year, I don't even know what I'd be doing. Yeah, maybe the same thing.
You would probably still be here on these calls with us.
I would definitely. It's very true. I do love being on these calls with y'all. So anyway,
first 2 years of being a realtor, nobody knew I was.
Yeah.
Because I posted like once every 6 months.
Love it.
Like I won't post easy like that, but I would find some way to mention it. Like all my stuff somehow connects to it.
Love it.
Without,
And this was a good time of year to lean into just being a person. Like if you are not intentionally active in the groups that you're on Facebook, like when someone asks a question, like I intentionally every day go into Facebook groups in the community, and I answer 1 or 2 questions so that I'm seen as a contributor, not just a taker. I don't want to just vomit on you. I want to be part of this community. So I encourage y'all to do that in Agents Helping Agents --aha. I would love if that group would be more active, our Facebook group. So, because I think we have a lot of value in that group. It's a pretty large group too. We just need to get people to rock and rolling in it. Maybe y'all should be moderators and admins. I might consider that. So.
Sounds like an idea.
Yeah, that might work great. All right. Go make today beautiful. It is beautiful here. It's not cold. It's sunny. The leaves are falling still, and I'm going to go do things. But I hope I will see you tomorrow, and make today a great day. Go do something out in the world. All right? High fives.
I'll see you probably.
Yes. Happy New Year if we don't see you, Lori.
Oh, I'll be back next week.
All right, cool. All right. See y'all.
All right, thanks.
Bye. Bye, friends. Have a super great day. Good to see you. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then. All right, buddies. We were trying out this YouTube to see what people would do with YouTube Live and me. So here we are. So we'll see if people liked it. If not, that's all right. And I'll be back tomorrow. We do this Monday through Friday, 9:15 to 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. See you.